Ani Bojo, Happy New Year, everybody. I just wanted to kind of launch the reading challenge for the month. So altogether, everybody will get a package with individual envelopes for each child. So this is what you will receive in the small envelopes. There will be a bunch of white circles. And then there will be a hat, a carrot nose, and you can use these for the mouth if you'd like, and then the blue sequins you can use for the eyes if you'd like. I mean, you can switch that up if you want, depending on how much sequins I kind of tossed in there. So what you're going to do is every single time you read a book during the month, maybe try doing one a day, you'll write on the circle. So if you're old enough, you can write the title on the circle. If you're not old enough to write, then get your mom or your dad or a grown-up to write on the circle for you. And what you're going to do is take the sticky tack, which everybody will receive. You take a little piece off, put it on the back of the circle, and you're going to stick that to your wall. Okay? And every time you read a story, you're going to put another one just above, like this. So what do you think we're starting to form here? What's it starting to look like? And at the very top of all the stories that you've read for the month, you're going to put the face. And we are going to see how many tall snowmen we can make during the month of January, because the month of January is National Book Month. So reading is very important, and literacy and getting just immersed in all the different words and language, because it's very good for us. So I'm going to read a story. We're going to start it off. So this could possibly be your first circle. So you can hear a story, read a story, listen to a story, which I guess is the same as hearing. But this one is called The Story of the Not So Colorful Butterfly. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, instead of seeing the pictures, I would like you to picture what this story looks like in your head, okay? So while I'm reading, you're making the pictures in your head, which is going to be a little bit harder for some. If you're younger, it's a little bit harder to pay attention and to do this, but try your best. So this is how it goes. It's called, again, The Story of the Not So Colorful Butterfly. And let's get started. Once upon a time, there lived a not-so-colored butterfly named Sunny. She hadn't started out that way. She began life as a colorful caterpillar, bright pea green and mustard yellow with black spots. So can you picture a pea green caterpillar with mustard yellow tummy and black spots? Once you've pictured that, she climbed trees with her caterpillar friends May and June. So she had two friends, May, June. Sunny loved climbing, and she loved munching on leaves right after the rain when they were ripe and juicy. Don't you love eating leaves? I guess we do in salad, don't we? But what she loved more than anything was to tell stories, which is kind of what we're doing. We're telling a story. Her stories were full of adventure, pirates, witches, and wizards, brave heroes who fought dragons and princesses who spoke their minds. Oh, can you picture that? The pirates. She loved to sit up high in her tree and weave tales to the other caterpillars, spinning a magical story web around them. She told them in sun and shade and at night and by the light of the moon. Her friends loved to listen, but agreed that Sunny was, well, a little strange, or at least different from them. Sunny and her friends dreamed of the day when they would spin into a chrysalis. So picture the caterpillar spinning into that chrysalis that hangs on the branch, beginning their transformation into a butterfly. Sunny imagined her wings with rainbow colors that would sparkle in the sunlight. So that's Sunny imagining, thinking about the future and what she's going to look like. One day in late winter, picture winter, later in the winter when the snow is starting to melt, when the first spring buds were forming on the trees, Sunny curled into a candy cane shape, hanging upside down from a small branch, and began to spin her chrysalis. So picture that, the chrysalis forming and her chrysalis hanging from the branch. After 2 long weeks of work, Sunny popped out in excitement. Can you picture her? Pop out! Pop! She imagined how beautiful her rainbow wings must look. She flew quickly down to a stream not far from her tree, peering into the water at her reflection. "No!" she gasped out loud, hopping a step back. Can you picture that? She's looking into the stream. No! And she hops back. She couldn't believe her eyes. Uh-oh. What do you think happened? Staring back at her was a butterfly as black as night, with not a speck of color or pattern. Can you picture that? This was not what she had imagined at all. No, this would not do. What would her friends look like? And what would they say when they saw her? She couldn't bear to find out. She lowered her head. Let's lower our head. Flapping quickly away to hide high up in her tree, in the shade of some leaves. If only I could be a caterpillar again, she thought. Can you picture her up there, all sad and embarrassed? The sun rose higher and higher in the sky as she sat there all day, thinking so hard that she didn't even notice when the sun set. And May and June, remember her 2 friends, May and June, perched down on some branches beside her. "Wow, what big wings you have," May said. So that's her one friend. "You look like the midnight sky," said June. That's her other friend. "We've missed your stories. Tell us one, please," they said. "Tell us one, please," May echoed. Sunny hesitated. Did she really look like the midnight sky? She looked up at the vast dark blue, purpley black sky above her, dotted with tiny stars. Oh, it was beautiful. So can you picture that sky all dark above her, dotted with the tiny little stars, just like we see outside of our house? Sunny let out a long, slow breath. Can we do that? And began. Once upon a time, there was a not so colorful butterfly. As she spoke, she felt just like she had as a caterpillar, breathless, excited, full of adventure and dreams. Sunny smiled, and she felt beautiful, just as she was. The end. So again, that story is called I gotta get to the top again. I kind of remember the title, but I didn't want to say the wrong one. The Story of the Not So Colorful Butterfly. So parents, after reading stories too with your kids, depending on age, you can also ask them questions about the story. So for example, what do you think beauty is? So, and what do you think made Sunny beautiful in the story? You could also look at pictures, and if the pictures are really busy, you can play a game of finding things on the page. and just have fun with it. If your kids are getting old enough to read, maybe you read a page, they read a page. Yeah, just have a whole lot of fun with it. We read a lot of books when my kids were younger. So again, what you're going to do once you read the story, just like we did there, write the title on the circle, and you're going to stick it on your wall, maybe at the bottom of the wall. And every time you read a story, maybe daily, you're going to build up that snowman all the way until it's got its snowman face at the top. At the end, I'll ask you to take a photo and upload it to the Facebook page, and we'll see how well all the families did with this challenge. And again, it's all for fun. If you end up running out of your circles, feel free to cut out your own circles. If you don't have paper, then let me know. I have lots here. I cut out 600 and something today, so just let me know. And again, have fun. Miigwech, I miss you all. Bama P.